Hey guys, I have here a bag of stamps. There is old stamps, there's new stamps, and we're going to slowly go through this bag of stamps and look at all of them. Now, I am not a stamp collector, but I have slowly been given different stamps here and there, and I've just happened to start keeping some, and I had a box of jewelry come, and it was covered in all of these stamps, and I finally got them all off, and so we're going to start looking at these today. We probably won't get through all of them. Just see, we'll start pulling out some. Our first stamp says Captain James Cook, Hawaii, 1778. This is a 13-cent stamp. Let's see if I can do this where you can see it. Probably not because of the glare of the glass. I hate that, but anyway. 13 cents. We have two attached together. These are both 13 cents. It looks like it's the U.S. Olympics. Boxing. Is it what, pole vaulting? We have two Harriet Tubman stamps for Black Heritage. These are 13-cent stamps. Sitting in her wagon. I'm going to think that one's her. Maybe it's her dad or the other workers or something. Not sure. We have a 29-cent stamp. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. If that is, kind of looks like that Art Deco look. I'm not sure what that's, some kind of spaceship. Here is a 29-cent stamp from Hank Williams on it. It says Country and Western Singer 1923 to 1963. These are all, the ones so far have been all USA stamps. I don't know if there's other countries in here, but we'll find out. We have a 29-cent stamp. It says Showboat. I think this was a either a movie or Broadway hit. Parts of these have been cut off and someone has put plastic on them trying to preserve them. This is, it's either Hoppy or Hopi. It says it's Heard Museum Phoenix, and it was a Pueblo. It's probably some kind of jar from the Pueblo Indians. And the things down on there about how much it was. I can see the starting of the cent thing, but I can't tell how much it is. Here's a 13-cent stamp. The Blacksmith for Independence. Here's a 29-cent stamp. These are lilacs. It's a pretty purple. Here's another 29-cent stamp. These are irises. The purple iris, purple iris, yellow iris, and back here are pink ones that have not bloomed yet. It's a 29-cent stamp for a boxer. Joe Louis or Joe Louis. I'm not sure if that is a silent. Probably Joe Louis. We have a 5-cent stamp, still U.S. postage. It says Mary, what does it say? Mary Cassatt, American artist. Same stamp. That one's got some tape or something attached to it. This is a 29-cent stamp. It says greetings, and it has Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on it. We have another Pueblo art piece. Yeah, so it was a 13-cent stamp, I'm sure. Where's my Pueblo? There it is. Looks like it just gotten cut off. It's another Pueblo art piece stamp. Here's another spaceship one. It says it's 29-cent USA. Got all these spaceships, these UFOs I would look like flying saucers. And another one of that same stamp. We have a whole row of 29-cent stamps. That says love. It's got this heart of roses and a dove in the center. We have this cute little Christmas stamp. It says Winter Pastime Lithograph by Courier. 1865. The old Courier and Ives painting. That is a 13-cent stamp. We have another 13-cent stamp. Interphil International Philatelic Exhibition, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, May 29th to June 6th. I don't know what this is. We have a 13-cent stamp of a little chipmunk. Cute little stripes on his back. And we have a 29-cent stamp of Oklahoma. I'm sure that was for the movie, Oklahoma. Yeah, Broadway musical. That is one of the most boring movies I've ever seen. And I do like some musicals, but everybody raves over Oklahoma. I did not like it at all. I did not like it. This is General Heritage of Women's Clubs. 75 years of service for freedom and growth. United States postage 5 cents. But some of these actually have maybe some value to them. 5-cent stamp, wow. Carl Sandburg, the writer, 13 cents. Here is a Patsy Cline stamp. It's a country western singer, 29-cent stamp, and she was born 1932 to 1963. There's another spaceship looking one, like rockets or just special Warcraft, USA 29. There's little bits of paper coming off these stamps. I like my table clean. We have a whole row. Wow. 4-cent stamp. Stagecoach 1890s. We have a 29-cent stamp. The Oregon Trail 1843 to 1993. We have United States Savings Bond 5-cent 25th anniversary. We appreciate our servicemen. It has the American flag and the Statue of Liberty. We have a cute little 13-cent stamp that is a little red fox. We have early cancer detection 13-cent stamp. It says pap test. Dr. George, oh Lord, I can't even pronounce this. Papanicola, something, Papanicolagu. I don't even want to try to pronounce that. Here's another one of the first ones we saw. The Alaska 1778, Captain James Hook. Not Hook. Captain James Cook. My brain must be on Pirates of the Caribbean, Captain Hook. Seamstress. For Independence, USA 13 cents. Wasn't the pirate on there called Captain Hook? Or am I thinking of Peter Pan? I don't know. My brain these days, I don't know. It's okay. We have a 29-cent stamp of daffodils. We have a 5-cent stamp that is the Great River Road. We've seen one of these before. Just a few minutes ago, another 5-cent stamp. It's one of the same ones. Here's another Carl Sandburg stamp. We've seen one of the loved ones. Here is a 29-cent stamp, the Carter family. They were called country singers. This is a 13-cent stamp. It says energy conservation. The USA 13 is that way, but the energy conservation is wrapped around. Another one of those. We have a little mallard, 13-cent stamp with a little mallard on it. We have the Wheelwright for Independence, a USA 13-cent stamp. A tulip 29-cent stamp. The Leather Worker for Independence, 13-cent stamp. Here's more Olympic stamps. This is USA Olympics, 13 cents. It looks like he's throwing that disc, the ones when you spin around through that disc. And then here's an archery one. We've seen one of these. A hyacinth, 29 cent, different colored hyacinth. Got your pink, your yellow, and your blue. We have a 5-cent plant for a more beautiful America. Look how pretty that is. And we've seen this one. Saw this one. We have a 29-cent stamp, Cherokee Strip Land Run, 1893. I have a 29-cent stamp for Bob Willis. He's a Western swing band leader. A Western swing band leader? That's weird. 1905 to 1975. Here's a piece of a stamp that has been cut off. I'm sure this is supposed to be Claire Barton. Possibly. Maybe not. But it's a nurse. It's a 13-cent stamp. Here's another one that's messed up. It's like Washington is 1777. And bicentennial 13-cent stamp. That's not any good anymore. It's all torn up. Dean Acheson, 1893 to 1971. He was a statesman. It's a 29-cent stamp. Here's a greetings one for 29 cents. It's a snowman. We've seen that one. We have a puppy and a kitten. 13-cent stamp. We have another 13-cent stamp, and it's a moose. Here is a 13-cent stamp, U.S. Bicentennial. It's a 1778 French Alliance. We've seen one of these. Here's a 29-cent stamp. I hate some of these are ripped, but they are. A Porgy and Bess. We've seen those. I think it is like an Art Deco thing. All the ones with the spaceships and different stuff like that. This is a 29-cent stamp. And it's got like the men with like the backpack rockets on, like the Rocketeer. Here's another Captain James Cook. It says, cast a free ballot, a root of democracy, a 3-cent stamp, general election. I need to start setting aside the 3-cent stamps, 3 and 4. See what those are worth. See if I can find that 3 and 4-cent stamp that I saw. Let's see. Oh, that one's 13. Didn't we have a... We had a 3 and 4-cent stamp somewhere. $13. Okay, I did not imagine that. We had a 3 and 4-cent stamp. What? That's gonna get on my nerves now. Oops. $13. That's so weird. I know I had a 3 and a 4-cent stamp. Okay. That is really weird. I'm probably just looking too quickly. There's a 5, but I've seen several 5s. I don't see that. Yeah, because I was like, wow, a 4-cent stamp. I know it's in here. Ugh. Just a minute. Okay, I found the 4-cent stamp. That took me forever. I just could not see it for looking. We have one of those 5-cent stamps we've already seen. It's a 29-cent stamp for My Fair Lady. We've seen this one. Jimmie Rogers singing. What does that say? Singing what? Singing Brakeman. Performing Arts USA, 13 cents. There's more Pueblo art. Look at these beautiful pots. This is at the Denver Art Museum. This one's at the New Mexico Museum. Here's another moose. There's another Hank Williams. We've already seen that. Here's an American Sign Language stamp that says, I love you, 29 cents. Here's a greetings with like a clown, 29-cent stamp. We've seen these. Seen that one. Some of these are going to be the same, so we're not going to do it. We've seen this one. Seen that one. These pieces are coming out all over the place. Saw that one. I don't know why my table was so echoey tonight. Christmas, 13-cent stamp USA. These little pieces. We have a whole bunch of these together. This is Enrico Caruso, 22-cent stamp. I do not know who Enrico Caruso is. I have no idea. That's nothing. Here's a Peace Corps 8-cent stamp. United States. It's coming apart. Here's a Christmas 6-cent stamp. Here's a 6-cent stamp of Franklin Roosevelt. Here is a Industry Agriculture for Defense. Here's an Industry Agriculture for Defense 1-cent stamp. United States of America. Definitely going to set that one aside. 1-cent stamp. Wow. 29 cents. I don't know what the first one is. Something 93 to 1993. Oh, probably 1893. 100th anniversary Columbus landing in Puerto Rico. Here is PTA España Correros. Okay, so this is a Hispanic stamp. I don't know what one PTA means. We're going to set that one aside to look at. Here is a 3-cent stamp. U.S. postage. $5-cent stamp of Washington. Here is a 13-cent Christmas stamp. It says Copley, Boston Museum, USA. Trying to figure out what the Christmas part is. Oh, it's Mary. It's so little. It's Mary with the baby. with baby Jesus. We have a Christmas 6-cent stamp, United States. Van Eyck National Gallery of Art. That's pretty. John Dewey, United States, 30-cent stamp. Chicago, Illinois. We hold these truths. Jefferson. It's a 10-cent stamp. Look at these things. That's crazy. That is a Washington stamp. I guess it's supposed to... It's a 2-cent stamp, but I'm like, it's got 1732 to 1932. Here is a 30-cent stamp. Debut the Bunder Post. A 4-cent stamp for Christmas 1962. Got your wreath and your candles. Oh, this is a stamp from India. 15 NP, whatever that means. It's a stamp from India. We're going to set that on the side. Let's do international stamps. I think I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to do a few more and then I'm going to wait. Save some for another video. Let's see what these are. Because we are already at 30 minutes. Well, close to 30 minutes. Here's another Christmas 5-cent stamp. Got Mary, 6-cent stamp of the United States. Here's another one of those. Here's a 13-cent stamp of Crazy Horse. A 13-cent stamp of a raccoon. We've seen these little puppy and kitten ones. We've seen one similar, so 29-cent stamp says greetings, but this one has like a toy soldier on it. This one is an 8-cent stamp. On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. This is supposed to be a partridge in a pear tree. Here is a, these are stuck together. I may have to, oh, it might come apart, hang on. This is a 1-cent stamp. Wow. 1 penny. 1706. Franklin, 1790. This postage is 1 cent. Wow. We are putting that aside. I forgot who it was stuck to now. Was it this guy? I think it was this guy. And this is a... Is this German? Deutsch Demokratisch, something or another. It says 60. Berlin, I think so. German, Russian. Yeah. set that aside because that's a international one. This is Army and Navy for Defense, 2 cents. 4 cent 1962, just like this one. This is Andrew Jackson, 1 cent postage. Buy savings bonds. I know what that was for, a stamp, 2 cents. I wish I remember where I got all these. Thomas Jefferson 1 cent stamp. 50 cent stamp, Budapest. No, I'm sorry, no it's not. This is Bundapost. Huh. I need to look at this international ones. There's another one, same thing. 20. It says United States. We hold these truths. 10 cent stamp. 6 cent stamp, we've seen that one. And a 5 cent stamp. Washington when he was young. Okay, my table's a mess now. Look at all those little pieces of the stamps. These are really, really interesting. I'm going to I'm going to stop and look up some of these. And then I'm going to come back and start another video. Maybe still have these sitting here. And tell you what some of these are worth. I'll see you in a little bit.